Everybody, welcome to Wendy's Decorium. Going to be having some fun with some silicone today. Let's resin silicone rubber. I was toying with the idea of making a mould, but I can never decide what to mould. So I thought this is for chocolate. I got this in a bag full of craft stuff from a auction house, believe it or not, and I've never used it. And I just thought, if I pour some silicone, they're quite deep. I think you can see. I could make some really nice patterns in whatever I decide to put it in, you know, Aquacast or resin. So I'm going to go and get some silicone mixed up. It is a 1:1 by weight, so you measure equal parts of it, and I will be back in just a moment. Right, I mixed up 40 grams, so 20 grams of each, and I've stirred it for about 4 or 5 minutes, just over 4 minutes it was. Doesn't matter if there's any bubbles in it, it is absolutely wonderful at degassing. And all I'm going to do, I'm not going to colour it this time because I'm pretty sure I'll see it on there. I'm just going to drip it in. I can't imagine one of these takes too much, so I'm going to use a smaller stick. Try and keep it clean. I'll speed you up for this because I'm just going to be doing pretty much the same all the way around. Right, I'm not going to do them all, but I'll just do a few more and I'll find something to use the extra silicone on, and we'll just let them cure. It should take about 4 or 5 hours. It really doesn't take long at all. Quite cold in my craft room today, so it might take a bit longer. But I will be back once they're cured. While that's curing, I bought this. It was a necklace. I bought it in a bag full of jewellery from charity shop. I've cleaned it with alcohol and a wipe, and I've just put a bit of foam tape on the bottom. Now I've cut the bottom off one of these cups, and I'm going to stick that into it. Because it's paper, it'll stick very well. I want a decent amount of space around the outside, not a great lot there, and I'm just going to pour this in. I'll probably need to mix a tiny bit more, which is not a problem, but I just didn't want to have to waste any. So I'll fill that up, and we can unmold that when we unmold the others. Right, they're all cured now. It's actually been a couple of days. I've taken most of them out and I've put them on this sheet of acetate. They've come out really well. All I've done is I've rolled that bit, pull it out, there we go. Now I'm thinking perhaps it might be a bit tricky to put in resin and take out, but we will see. We'll find out, won't we? So I'll just get these, and I've got to apologise. I couldn't wait. I got so excited and I took the mould out. I demolded the heart. I'll show you. Look, it came out of that little square. That little square was where I put the foam tape, and it actually came out of there no problem, so I'm just going to leave it. And hopefully there is still a dome on the heart, you know what I mean, on the back side, like it's domed both sides there. So we'll give that a try as well. I'll go and get some resin mixed up and we'll try these out. Okay, I've picked 2 moulds. This will be for the Aquacast and this one is for the resin. They're kind of rounded on the top, so I'm hoping it will stick all right, if you know what I mean. It's rounded so it doesn't really I'll put it this way. Silly me. There we go. That's that one. That's stuck perfectly, that. I'll try not to do it quite so symmetrical, but I think that's the way my brain works. The slippery little devils. There we go. Another big one, and then we'll stick some small ones in. They are sticking to everything. I've already mixed the resin up. I'm using Let's Resin, epoxy resin, 1:1. I've got a string on that one. One more little one. There we go. Now to stick them onto here. Oh, I'm putting resin in that one first, and I'm going to sit them on the top if I can manage it. Don't know how I'm going to do that. Right, let's put a layer of resin in this one. It'll have to be quite a big layer because it's a dish. That's actually filling it. I don't think this is going to work. Right, for some reason I wasn't recording. Again, I keep doing that lately. All I've done is I've put a layer of resin just on that middle bit there. I took all the rest out and I've just laid it on there. I've used tweezers and I've put the inlays in all around. I'm going to sit and watch this now because I don't want the resin moving down the sides, but we all know that resin moves. So I'm going to have to sit and watch because as it goes down the side, it'll take the silicone inlays with it. So I'm just going to move that one because it's dangerously close to rolling off. Yeah, I'll watch it for a bit. I'm just going to get some Aquacast mixed up, but the mould, I will be painting it with a chrome powder and putting the rest of this in. Right, we'll get some water in here. I can't imagine this mould taking a great lot. And I'm going to be using these acrylic inks. I'm going to be using mainly green with a dash of a blue in it. So give them a shake and I'll pop these into the water. I want a fair bit, so that was a full pipette of the green, and I'm going to put a few drops of the blue in. Let's give that a mix. And obviously I'm going for like a teal or a turquoise. We'll see how it turns out. I've not measured out my Aquacast. Like I say, it's not going to take a lot. One of these paper cups takes about 200 grams of Aquacast, so I mean 200 grams is way too much, I reckon, for that little dish. Oh, that's nice. Definitely a turquoise. It won't come out that dark. It will dry lighter. Right, I'm just going to get all these bubbles out, mix it completely, and then we're just going to pour. Now I've made it quite watery because I want it to go around them. I don't want loads of air holes because I won't be putting it on the vibration plate. I don't want them moved at all. Right, way too much. It only took about 100, so I'll find something to put this in, and I'll keep gently tapping it because I don't want to move the inlays, and just hope and pray we don't get any air pockets. I'll see you when this is cured. Okay, this is cured, and I'm going to try and get them out without disturbing that layer of resin. What do we need? We need a bit of a pokey tool. There we go. Well, they've left good imprints, haven't they? And what I'm going to do is, I thought I'd paint inside these with a little small brush in silver, and then we can put a backing colour on to cover it all. I've never used this mould before. It's like an irregular shaped dish. It's quite unusual, really. Plain but unusual. Yeah, so I thought I might back it in black if I'm doing them in silver. Thought it'd be nice. I'm tempted to do them in gold. Gold and black go nice together, don't they? Right, so all I'm going to do now, like I said, paint the little squiggles, clean up around it and mix some resin up. Right, demold time. Now, I demolded this and there was a big hole in the back where the tape was. Now, I filled it in, and while it was still tacky, I've covered it with the chrome powder that I made it in. So now all I need to do is sand that, put a coat of UV on and go over it again with the chrome powder. I keep forgetting the name of it. Anyway, so I'll show you that in a moment. Let's get this demolded. Never used this mould. It looked really unusual, that's why I bought it. Really unusual shape. Oh, it's gone under. Oh no, I took them out, did I? Honestly, I'm losing my mind. I took them out. I was thinking the, what do you call it? The inlays were still in, but they're not. Honest to goodness. Somebody help me, please. Brain transplant. Anyway, waffle over. That's really pretty. That is really pretty. Some of the clear must have dripped down at the beginning because I can see a clear layer. I'm not angry about it. It's absolutely fine. It needs a bit of deburring there. But yeah, and I like the shape of that mould. That's really weird. Like it very much. Lovely coaster. Right, Aquacast. Let's have a look at this. Never used this mould either. Look at that, they've come out on their own. Oh, how to make my life simpler. That's wonderful. They've stuck that much, they've come out on their own. Don't know if I like that. Something's going on there. Don't know what that's all about. Now it's perfectly dry. It's been a couple of days, so I will wax that. But there are a couple of little holes there. Obviously it didn't go on the vibration plate, and now after seeing that I could have put it on the vibration plate because they wouldn't have moved, would they? But I like the effect it's given. I really do. Right, let's give this a wax. I popped a little bit in there. I'm just going to dab it in. I'll remind you again, you're not supposed to let this well up, so we want no puddles of it. Right, well, I'd say they've worked better in resin, haven't they? Much better than they have in Aquacast. I still like it. I still really like it. Don't know if I like this mould. It's a bit strange, isn't it? They just need some. I'm going to attach some foam to the bottom and they're done. And I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with this. Just going to give it a light sand again. Make sure it's all smooth. I'm going to use J. Dixon's UV resin, and I'm just going to pop a bit on. Doesn't need a great lot. And smooth it over. Now I'm going to put it under the big light for the moment because I want it still tacky so that I can put the chrome powder on. So I'm just going to go over it with the torch. It's a bit of a faff, this, if something's round and you make a mould of it, but it's well worth it. It's a nice little mould, that, and it comes out of that tiny hole brilliantly, so I don't mind having to do this every time. I'm going to drill. Can you see that bit? I had to cut it inside the mould because it was still attached. I couldn't get the original out of it. Right, it's still quite tacky. Going to get the powder and I'm going to stick it under the lamp again. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. This side, however, beautiful. I'm not going to make a necklace out of it, I don't think. I think it's too big, really. What do you think? Yeah, it's too big, isn't it? Anyway, I'll pop that under the light. I will take photos of everything, and yes, definitely the resin one's better. Do not like that at all. I don't know why. I think they're not helping. I don't know what that is. I really don't. But the resin's fabulous. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to look at the photos at the end, and thanks ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you all next time. Bye.